Hey, good morning, guys. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Show you what it looks like and sounds like here at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm doing that so I can collect myself. The police just left, so it's a bit of a story. The only person up, other than the people that are making things happen for our country, is me. Well, and the police and the young man they just took away. About 3 o'clock this morning, I kept getting. I don't know if many of you guys enjoy your sleep, but as I get older, I like to sleep. So it is what it is. It's not the end of the world, but um, one of the guys I like to help because he's a good young man. I'm setting that down. I'm just setting that down so I don't look like a fucking psychopath. Got into a fight tonight. And you know what? I got to tell you something. Um, if I can spare you anything as a young man, I would spare you this. Getting laid, having sex, um, is not worth what you think it's worth. Um, there are different types of societal things, you know, if you're muy macho or a super, a macho guy, you have a lot of girls and you do what you want to do and, let the world be damned. And here's my thing. So it's like 3 o'clock, and I start getting all these phone calls, and I mean it's not somebody that I blocked or anything like that, but as a 56-year-old man, I'm not in a hurry to answer the phone. So by the time I finally get my big ass up, this young man is pulling up into my driveway. This is a good young man. And I got to tell you something. If you're watching this, you have to understand that no matter what anybody fucking says, you're not fucking disposable. You're allowed to make fucking mistakes. You're allowed to fuck things up. No, I'm not going to turn it back on it. No, I'm not. I'm never going to turn my back on somebody who's in need. All right. Now, I can only give you one side of the story. And a lot of the guys I used to train are on the El Paso Police Department, so I got a decent, not a fairly good, but a decent understanding of what happened. And yes, it does involve a woman. I can't tell you, I was sound asleep. I feel like someone has. I'm not. Anyway, so let's just get on with the fucking point. So all of a sudden, I'm finally out of bed and I'm in the kitchen. I'll show you. I'm in the kitchen, right over there, and I'm making the coffee. Texas pecan, for those of you who care. And I hear this on my front door. Open the door, open the door. And I don't know if you know me, but I might go to the door a little bit, what do they call that? Heavy. Well, where I come from, we call it heavy, meaning I was fucking armed. Anyway, and I look out there, and this little guy, this guy, God bless him, 5'6", wants to be a bantamweight. Anyways, let's just move on. He's got a cut about like this over his head. He has blood coming out of his nose here. and he has something going on there. Blood coming out of it, and he's starting to swell. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a serious fight, but you know when someone punches you, um, you know your heart starts beating and your blood pressure goes up, and that shit starts to swell because where that guy put his knuckles in your face, there's a dent. Anyway, so I'm watching him. And you know what? I don't. You can't just show up at my door and expect me to open the door and let you in. So I'm like, nah. Tell him to step back. He's very confused. He's just upset. And he's all he keeps saying is, "I know you have a good lawyer. I know you have a good lawyer." But a lot of things young men don't understand is that's a cultivated relationship, and I'll get into that probably later today if I fucking decide to do that. But anyways, so imagine this. I know it was Friday yesterday, and I'm pretty sure it's Saturday. Man, it's fucking Saturday morning. This guy was at a club. Um, the club doesn't matter. All that matters is what happened. And he sees another man with his old woman, his old girl, and he went and picked a fight with the guy. The guy and the girl. The guy really didn't even know who the fuck he was, but the girl knew. Now, I'm gonna say that again to you young men. That fucking girl knew. She knew where he was gonna be. I don't know what you call it. I think they're called lurkers, where the women that want to get back at you. Well, anyways, I had about 15 minutes with this young man before the police finally showed up, and it's not a good idea to fight the cops. I did it twice, and anyways, it's not a good idea. They're just gonna call more guys. Anyways, let me not digress. And he was saying how he felt disrespected and this kind of stuff, and the girl, in my opinion, from what I heard from the police and what I heard from this young man, she instigated the fight, which means she came by. I think he told me that you're not shit. I got a real man now and stuff like that. You know what? Women, you know what? If you don't think you know how to press our buttons, whatever. Anyways, and you know what? I've been a young man, so she did that. They were sitting in a bar. I don't know if you know what a cracker box is, but it's a longitudinal bar like this. And if we rotate it down, she walked from one of the front tables back towards the bathroom and was talking shit to him as he rolled by. He told me that he said, "Fuck you, bitch. I don't care about you." And evidently she got her feelings hurt and went back and told the guy. So he turns around like this to face back to the bar. And he said all of a sudden he gets fucking slapped in the side of the face. And it's her new boyfriend. Because he disrespected her by responding to her words. Anyways, I gotta tell you something. I'm not a good guy. Let me rub this. I'm not a turn the other cheek kind of guy. I believe you should fight back, and if you're going to fight back, you should fight to win. So, unfortunately for this young man, he fought back and he won, and he beat her new boyfriend up. And as long as he was getting hit and losing, nobody called the cops, and that's kind of what. Anyways, that's kind of what I was given the gist of the conversation was. I see this guy at least 3 or 4 times a week at the park doing push-ups, doing boxing drills. I hold pads for him sometimes. He's not a bad guy. But I'm going to tell you this, and you know what? If I get in trouble or fucked up for it, I don't care. If someone ever puts their fucking hands on you, if someone in your life ever feels confident enough to put their hands on you, they do not respect you, and you must respond. Now, I'm going to tell you some things that are probably, fuck it, I don't care. I'm not worried about being monetized or anything. All right. You hold your fist like this, and you leave your thumb sticking out, and you gouge to the eyes. You use your forehead. Now, I know I have a 5 or 6 head, but you use that forehead, and you smash them in the nose with your forehead. You rack them in the balls. If it's a guy, if it's a girl. Now I know this is not talked about, but have you ever heard of a tit punch? If you want to find a sensitive place on a woman and she's just out of control and you don't want to really hurt her, but you want to get her attention, you punch her dead on in one of her tits. She'll stop. Yes, that's experience talking. So anyway, the fight ensues. My friend, this young man, unfortunately for those other guys, didn't lose. And he gets out to his car and he decides to come here. anyways. So I don't know if you know how these scenarios go, but when the police show up, if you're not there to give your side of the story, you know, they had him out as fucking Dillinger and Pablo Escobar, and he was just fucking. So the police are like, well, we got to go get this motherfucker. Anyways, so he comes here. We talk for about 6 or 7 minutes, and I tell him that he needs to turn himself in. So that, I got him an attorney. So, but man, that's just I don't know why I'm giving you the story. Oh yeah. Here's the golden nugget of truth. There's a reason why you should cultivate relationships with people you like and respect. Because when you get in trouble, when things go sideways, and when you as a man have to fight back, you have to have somebody in your corner. Um, I guess I'm not a manosphere guy. I think it's you gotta have a tribe or cultivate your tribe. Now, I'm not talking about taking advantage of anybody. I don't want anything from you. I'm not gonna take anything from you. I'm not selling any fucking thing. I'm just trying to help you. Not running it. I don't want you to go to jail. I've been in jail, and I'm telling you, unless you're ready to kind of be a monster, you can't. You don't need to go to jail. So, all that to be said, um, we have to look out for each other. As older men, we have, in my opinion, I have an obligation to the young men that I allow into my lives. Um, and do I appreciate getting woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning? No. Am I going to help this young man out? Fuck yeah, I'm going to help this young man out. Am I taking sides? No, but I want him to have a fair chance to get his story out so that the other side, anyways, I just want you to get a fair shake. And that's pretty fucking rare for any man nowadays. I don't have a real good title for this. Anything other than that, I've had enough. Promise me you guys will stay safe and healthy. And you know what? It's okay to fight back. Don't let anybody tell you. Don't be afraid to fight back. They have tried to cuckold us and turn us into beta males, and we're not beta males. So fuck that. Also, if you're a young man and you find a decent, because I promise you, I'm not a good man, but I'm a decent human being now. If you can find an older person to help you along the way. Now, I'm telling you, I don't take anything from anybody. You can't tie your cart to somebody who's just trying to use you as their grift off you. Anyways, there are actually good older men out there who are going to help you. And Gabriel, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. All right? Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. If you can't, take care of yourself. Like a fart in a G string, West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here.